And we're back, still day 2, and we are now on video 3 talking about a part-time Beachbody coach. We kind of talked about, or we did talk about a discount coach and a hobby coach already. And some people might consider a hobby coach being a part-time coach because you're working part-time hours, you're doing it kind of when it's convenient, but you're making an income and paying for things, or whatever it is that you want to do with that income, you're able to do because you're putting a little bit more effort into the business side of coaching. And so a part-time coach, and there's many levels of being a hobby coach. A part-time coach, there's also many levels. And the first 2 that are pretty distinct is a part-time coach that is working maybe a little bit more than a hobby coach. They have a set income they need to make every single month, and they're working their business to get to that certain income. Still part-time hours. Maybe they're not sacrificing as much as they would be if they were a full-time or career coach, but they are earning a set income, and they are pretty ecstatic about that and still able to live their life. They might have another full-time job or a part-time job, and they are just enjoying being a coach and having that extra income. So the other type of part-time coach, and this is one that I was for a very long time. I would probably say right now I'm in between that part-time coach that has a set income every month, and then the part-time coach that I'm going to talk about right now that is working part-time to build their business to eventually become a full-time career Beachbody coach. And why I say I'm in the middle is because a part-time coach that is working towards building that full-time business is somebody that is, again, still working part-time hours because you might have a full-time job, or whatever you're doing in the rest of your life is taking up the majority of your time. So you're still only working part-time hours, but you might be sacrificing, more things with friends or your family, saying, this is the time in my life where I am going to focus just on Beachbody. Still, again, part-time hours because you can't work 24/7 on Beachbody. I don't care what your life is like and what you do, you can just not do that. But your intent is to build a business, to create a full-time job, leave that part-time job, leave that full-time job, and have that freedom and that income of a full-time Beachbody coach. So you're kind of on your way to doing that full-time coaching gig. And it's going to take, I think the part-time moving towards that full-time career coach is the hardest and most not time consuming necessarily, because it doesn't necessarily take hours, but it might take sacrifice and things like that. Because once you get to that full-time status, you have a lot more time freedom. You have a lot more freedom overall, income freedom, financial freedom, all of that kind of stuff, that your business kind of runs itself. You still have to run it, but there's a lot of things that when you've built that team and you've built your business and your customer base, you can kind of go on vacation and you're still going to be earning an income. You can have people that are checking in and doing other things for you. Your team is so big that you have all these leaders that help you out on team calls and check-ins and challenge groups. But that part-time person, when you're building towards that full-time gig, that's a lot of sacrifice. That's a lot of work on you. You're still building those leaders. You're still finding them to help you get to that full-time career coach piece. And so I'm kind of right in the middle of that, because a couple years ago when I took a leave of absence, I was like, I want to be a full-time coach. That's what I want. That's my passion. And I didn't know what that entailed. And I kind of skipped the step. I took a leave of absence from my full-time job, but I hadn't built up that business to be a full-time coach yet. And so I didn't have the backbones. I didn't have the foundation. And so I was lost. And I missed that step. And so this year I actually went back to middle school counseling half-time, and it has been phenomenal. It's given me my life back in terms of my passion and my fuel back for that part of myself that was missing those 2 years that I thought I was kind of done with and just wanted to focus solely on fitness. And it's also given me that time to find and be really focused on my Beachbody business and say, hey, these are the only hours I have. So I've got to be focused. I've got to be more intentional. And I still want to build this business. I still want to build a team. I still want a significant income. But right now I'm not in that space that I want to do all of those sacrificing things of the part-time coach building towards that full-time career. And that's okay. Like, I'm not there. And you can change back and forth from any of these four, well, except for the full-time career coach, these three bottom tiers of coaching: discount, hobby coach, part-time coach, and kind of the either part of the part-time coach. Because it's fluid. And that's what I love about this business. You don't have to pick one and stay pigeonholed in that place for the your entire coaching career. I've been a hobby coach. I've been a discount coach. I've been a part-time coach just kind of chilling and enjoying the extra income. I've been that part-time coach that's trying to build this, full-time business. And I've gone back and forth all throughout the 5 years that I have been coaching. And it took me a while to realize that that's okay. You don't always have to be going up like this. Sometimes you fall down and then you realize what's important or what you want to do, and you go back up, or you might go back down depending on what you realize is important and where you want to spend your time and what your priorities are. So, the characteristics, I would say, and I kind of talked about this in the hobby coach and the full-time career coach, the characteristics of a part-time coach would definitely be somebody who's all of the things that I talked about as a hobby coach and you haven't heard the full-time coach video yet, but as a full-time career coach. But you need to be self-motivated. That is one of the biggest things, and I think that's was one of my downfalls when I was at home all day, every day, taking care of my daughter and getting her back and forth to preschool and pre-K and stuff. But I was like, I don't know what to do with my time. I have all this time and I don't know how to spend it and what to do, because I didn't have that base and I didn't have those coaches and the things that I needed to have to work with once I was working full-time. But you need to be self-motivated. You need to be self-driven. You need to be coachable. You need to be working with somebody that will challenge you and push you and tell you when you need to change things and mix it up. Because if you're just working by your side, which is another thing that I was doing wrong, I was accountable to nobody but myself. And sometimes we're the worst people to be accountable to. Why do you think, it's like we're the number one person we should be accountable, but why do you think we have accountability groups for fitness? Why do you think we have accountability groups for coaching? Why do you think we have accountability groups for pretty much anything we do in life, so that you're accountable to somebody other than yourself until it becomes intrinsic within you to just do what you need to do when you need to do it? Like, fitness was never something, like working out every single morning was never something that I would do. Getting up and working my business before I go to work, not something I would do. Now, workout for sure. Every single morning I start my day with a workout. The business, I adopted a new habit of getting up earlier than I was already getting up to work my business as well as get my workout and do the fundamental things, my power hour, my action hour, which you will learn about in the 7-day training, because you want to make sure you get the basics done every single day consistently if you're trying to build to that full-time income, so that when the day gets going and you get home and you're exhausted from work or taking care of your kids or whatever it is that you do, the basics have been done every single day. So, what did I say? Self-driven, self-motivated, I forgot what else I said, but coachable. And you've really got to have a desire to help people and want them to live better lives. And it's not just fitness. This is so much more than just fitness, you guys, when you look at coaching. I used to think it was all about fitness and getting people fit and healthy physically, and it's so much more than that. We help people get financially fit, mentally fit, physically fit, spiritually fit. And you really have to have a desire to help people, not just earn an income. I think the best way to earn an income is by helping others, and which is one of the reasons why I'm a school counselor, and why I went into coaching. I can't imagine doing something that doesn't benefit somebody else. It benefits me first and foremost, because my life is better, my health is better, mentally, physically, all of that. But I also get to help other people be better and show them that there is a different way and that they are valuable and they are worthy of the life that we all deserve to live. And so, if you don't have a true desire to help other people and it's just about the income or social media fame or whatever it might be, then you're gonna probably struggle. It's gonna be harder to get to that full-time career coach income level, because people are gonna see through that. And I'm going off a tangent. I feel like this is supposed to be about part-time coaching, but I'm just talking about the characteristics of what, makes a successful part-time coach. And so coachable, self-driven, self-motivated, which I think is kind of the same thing. A true desire and passion for what we are doing here. And, just, yeah, a willingness to go after to know what you want and then really go after it. Most coaches, I think I said in the hobby video, I believe that, it's a common fact that most coaches in our industry are either discount coaches or hobby coaches. So when you hear 400,000 coaches, Beachbody coaches, the majority of those are discount or hobby coaches, making a little bit of income, doing it for fun, telling their friends and family. And there aren't as many part-time coaches or full-time career earning coaches because of the effort that it takes to get there. But I can guarantee you that every single career full-time coach says that effort is worth it. And it is absolutely possible for every single person listening to this video. So I'm going to cut it short because I don't want these to go too long. You're going to listen to the full-time career coach video, and then you get to decide, and again, I said it can change, but you get to decide where do you feel like you're at or where you want to go right now when you're in this 7-day boot camp. You've just signed up, you're just starting the training. Where do you think you are? Where do you want to go right now? That's all you have to decide. See you in another video.